Hi, I'm Dana. Okay, so today I'm going to give you a little update just for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to stop this video and do a song. I'm finally ready to come back and play guitar. Anyway, so everything's gone pretty well. This is a lot going to be about Tagrisso, which is the pill that they've got me on. So if you're on Tagrisso, this will, just give you my experience, so that if you're starting, you might have some idea what to expect. But it's different for everybody. Anyway, quick update. September, I had my lower left lung lobe removed. October, November, December, I did chemo. And then February, I started Tagrisso, which is a little tiny daily pill that is made for, not everybody can take it, but genetically, if you have the right genes, it's supposed to fight back reoccurrence of cancer for people with this certain type of genes. Anyway, which I've got, and that's a good thing, they said. So, but here are the side effects. Okay, so you take it once every day, and they say don't double up on it if you miss a day, because it can cause some problems if you do. So just if you miss a day, just skip that day and go on. And you also can't take grapefruit. Okay, I don't know if you know that, but grapefruit can make it so it doesn't get out of your system enough, and then it's got kind of like doubling up, and they don't want you to get that much in your body. So don't take grapefruit, and I think that's about all that you can't do. Anyway, so I was pretty fine, but the first symptoms came 2 or 3 weeks later, and I got little spots on my lower legs and the back of my hands, and like mosquito bites, and they didn't really hurt, but they weren't very attractive. Not a lot, just like 4 or 5 on each hand, and on the bottom of my legs 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. Anyway, wasn't fun, but that kind of went away after about a month. And then my face got really dry. My face just felt like sandpaper. And so I put some, heavy on the creams and the lotions and stuff like that. That lasted for about a month. And the hands went away, and then the face started. Then the face went away, and then I started getting, and everything with me was skin related. All the side effects were skin related. There's other things that can happen, but I didn't seem to have any of those. Everything with me was skin related. And then I got really dry, scaly, red skin on the back of my hands and my knuckles. And so my doctor, he told me to put on this ointment. This was my dermatologist said CeraVe. I don't know how to say it, but this better than Vaseline. I'd heard Vaseline and gloves for when you sleep at night. Put those on, and so I did that, and that does seem to have helped a lot. In fact, I would get little cracks on my fingertips, which is why I couldn't play guitar, because I would have cracks on my fingertips, and it hurt like crazy to play guitar. So I haven't been able to put in any songs because I haven't been able to play till just literally about a week ago. The cracks, I don't have any cracks. I don't know if it's because it's summer or it's because my body is adjusting to this new symptom, because it kind of goes through a phase and then it stops, and then a new symptom happens, and then it stops, and then a new one. The last symptom that I've also had for a couple of months is things burn my mouth, like if you have hot sauce, or if you have Mexican or tomatoes, acid and fruit, anything with acid or hot spices, it just is like on fire to my mouth. So I have to stay away from those things. I'm hoping that won't last, because I love fruit and tomatoes and Mexican food and Italian. You get tomato sauce and it just burns. Anyway, so I'm hoping that one goes away too, but that's where I'm at right now. So right now my hands are good. So I am going to go ahead and put up a song, and we'll see. Maybe I'm through the worst of it, hopefully. But anyway, so that's, and I did try these little things when it was really at the height. These are kind of little finger protectors, and these didn't work as well as these. These are actually got these for guitar, see if I could play guitar. And they did. They actually worked, I think, better than those rubbery ones. This is kind of a silicone little fingertips, and when I would get a cut, I would just put one of these little caps on, and that would really help during the day until that one went away, and then a new one would pop up, and then I'd switch, and it was both hands. It would swap it over to that hand, or whatever fingers were in pain. And I would sometimes have 3 or 4 little fingertips on. So playing, but it makes it harder to play the guitar. You're supposed to be able to, and it does help, but it's still not very good. Anyway, so that's my Tagrisso journey to this point. Today is July 10th, 2025, and I'm doing pretty well. And so finally I've got fingertips that I can play guitar with. So I'm going to put up a song. All right, I'll do that in just a second.